Alright, alright, so let's talk about quadrilaterals. When we look at the word quadrilaterals, well, quad is the key word because quad means four. So a quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. There is going to be a lot of drawing in this particular video, so make sure that you're ready for that. There was a lot of drawing in the triangles and the other polygons video, so make sure you're ready to do a lot of drawing and a lot of coloring. So the same quick review we've always had. Polygon, closed figure made up of line segments. An acute angle, less than 90 degrees. And remember, I have those examples of acute angles here. A right angle is exactly 90 degrees, and I have some right angle examples here. Then an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180. And again, I have some examples here. And a straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. So our first quadrilateral is a parallelogram. It has four sides. The opposite sides are equal to each other. So here, this side and this side is equal. And this side is also, they're equal to each other. So the opposite sides are equal. You have four angles, two acute and two obtuse. Your acute angles I'm marking in red, and your obtuse angle I'm marking here in blue. And just like the other one, the opposite angles are equal. The angles that are opposite each other are equal. It also has two pair of parallel sides, and it has four vertices, one on each corner. And the sum of the angles is 360 degrees. So I'm going to show you the parallel sides. You have a set of parallel sides here and here in brown. Then you have another set of parallel sides here in green. Two pair of parallel sides. Now our next quadrilateral, and this is also a parallelogram, because remember, a parallelogram fits the definition that it has all parallel sides, is a rectangle. Four sides, the opposite sides are equal. Same thing you saw on the parallelogram, that these two sides are equal, and these two sides are equal. And in a rectangle, which is a parallelogram that is standing up straight, now we have all 90-degree angles, two sets of parallel sides, four vertices that are going to be at each corner, and the sum of all of the angles is 360 degrees. Now when we're looking at the parallel sides on a rectangle, we have a pair that goes through here, so that's that first pair, and then you have your second pair that goes through there. So those two pair of parallel sides. Our next quadrilateral is the square, and this is a special rectangle. All of the sides are equal, so when I mark all of the sides, they're all going to have the same type of mark. All of the angles are 90 degrees. They have four vertices, and remember, this is a parallelogram because it has two pair of parallel sides. And all of the angles add up to 360 degrees. If you add up 90, 90, 90, and 90, you will get 360 degrees. And when we look at our parallel sides on our square, one pair here, then I have another pair on this side. Now, our next parallelogram is the rhombus, the slanted square or the bully square. Sometimes, that's the square that people try to pick on, but when you pick on it, it turns into this beautiful diamond. Four-sided, all the sides are equal. It has four angles, two acute and two acute. Two obtuse and two acute, and the opposite angles are equal. So the two acute angles I'm going to mark here in blue, and the obtuse angles I'm going to mark here in red. And remember, this fits into the parallelogram family because it has two sets of parallel sides, and the sum of the angles equal 360 degrees. So let's look at those parallel sides. We have one here, and we have one here, and then another pair here, and another pair here. You remember, they're parallel because they will never intersect each other. Now, our next quadrilateral is the isosceles trapezoid. As you get further and further in math, there are going to be many other names for trapezoid. More or less, you will see the right trapezoid, and I'll try to draw that at the bottom of this page. So, it is four-sided. Two sides are equal, and those are the two opposite sides, both here and here. And when we talk about the angles, we have four angles, two obtuse and two acute. And the adjacent angles are equal. That means that the angles that are next to each other. So these two angles here and here are equal. Those two angles are next to each other. They're not opposite, they're next to each other. Opposite, that means that the other angle will be on the opposite side. And then your two obtuse angles, which are both here and here, and adjacent to each other, they are also equal. And you have one pair of parallel sides and one pair of intersecting sides, and the sum of the angles is 360 degrees. So your one pair of parallel sides are at the top and the bottom, and your intersecting sides are going through here at the top. And now this is going to be real quick, but a right trapezoid will look something like this. So just in case, make sure you do draw that. And then our last quadrilateral, thank y'all for sticking there with me. I know this is a long video. Is the kite. Four sides, two pair of equal sides. The equal sides are adjacent, and you have four angles, one acute, three obtuse, and the sum of the angles equals 360 degrees. So your acute angle is right here at the bottom, and your obtuse angles are here at the top. Now, when they're talking about your equal sides, this side and this side is equal, and they are adjacent. That means that they are next to each other. And these two sides here are also equal, and they are next to each other. And all of the sides on a kite intersect. Again, let me show you. This here will intersect. And if I go through here and go through here, those will intersect as well. And I know this was a long one, but thank you for sticking in there with me. And that is the end of our lesson on quadrilaterals.